We're in Seattle, Washington, ready to bring you another great NFL matchup. Welcome to this matchup between two teams from the NFC as the Lions get set to take on the Seahawks. Let's see how it plays out today as we get set for the kickoff. Gordon in to kick this one off.
To start the game. Harris.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. This one is handled by Harris. Harris returns this one to the 21-yard line. John, if I say defense wins championships, the cliche police will arrest me, but I'm going to say it anyway, as two of the very best are out there for this one.
And these are the games that I really love to watch. It's all about ball control and limiting the mistakes that you make on offense. Both of these teams have a ton of talent on the defensive side, and I'll tell you one thing for sure. It's going to be tough to score points in this one. It'll probably be a dogfight right down to the end.
Number 23 is there on the stop at the 37.
This is a great block. Watch here. He just barrels into the defender, taking him right off the turf. Now that is a textbook block right there.
Matt sends a man in motion.
Here we go.
A little misdirection. Ooh, what a stiffer. Mullen is there for the tackle at the 46-yard line.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
Ball on their own 46.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Keep the throttle down. Here we come.
Only one man back.
Let's go. Defense, get ready.
Looking for something long. What a catch. Touchdown, Seattle.
When you get this kind of execution, you got a great chance of making a big play. Watch it here as everyone takes care of their assignment. The pass is thrown where the receiver can make the best play in the ball, and it's 6 points.
The point after is good. Great job moving the ball down the field for a touchdown on their first possession.
I really like the way these guys came right out after you on offense. They made the right calls, executed properly, and put that one right in the end zone.
Haley will be kicking off.
Up for the kickoff. Number 84,
From the 4-yard line.
You know that the offense has their eyes set on tying this thing up here on this drive. We'll have to see what they're able to put together.
Ball on their own 18.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Will.
Lewis, the lone setback. Under pressure, throws it. Wall is there on the stop. Can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Hey.
The Seahawks come out in a dime package. Closing in, can't get it away. The big man gets in there for a big sack.
He's got a great combination of size and move. He won't be winning any races. but he's good at getting after the quarterback. And let me tell you, you never want him to be the guy falling on top of you.
Following the sack, it's 2nd and long.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Not today. Here we go, baby. All right, now.
Gets the call. Great fake. Gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. Owen was his intended target. Martin was there on the coverage.
Third and long. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Let's make a play. Let's go.
The Seahawks come out in a dime package.
Make him go short.
Fires this one deep. Incomplete. They won the battle at the line of scrimmage and forced a bad throw.
Every quarterback needs a little time to look over the field. There we saw a defense who wasn't given any time at all.
Harris sets up to run back the punt. From the 35. Picked up pretty good yardage that time, and he stopped at the 47.
They'll take over at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10.
They line up in the I formation. Gets the toss to the left. Mullen comes up to make the play at the 46-yard line.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Slide going. In and out, in and out.
The Lions come out on a nickel package.
There we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Dropping back.
We turning it up.
Pressure. Throwing. Almost intercepted. Christensen was the intended receiver on that short pass. Hey, with the coverage.
Third and 4. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Look. Turn it up now.
Matt back in the shotgun.
Hey, watch the screen.
Throws it. The 30. Number 23 is there for the tackle at the 14. He picks up a lot of additional yardage after making the catch on that one, John.
This is one of the guys they really like to feature in their passing game. He's got all the skills that you look for from the receiver position, and he can really break a game open with plays like that.
They line up in the I formation. Matt with a man in motion. Going to the left. Showing good move. Slips the tackle. And he is bumped out of bounds at the 6. Barnes running hard, going right through the arm tackles. Six yards to go for a touchdown.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
On the carry. Peterson is there for the tackle at the 8. Couldn't get anything going through the middle.
You know, it was because the defense filled all the gap. The back was looking for a place to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the gaps, bringing them down for a loss.
And now they're 8 yards away from finishing this drive with a touchdown. Detroit lines up in a 4-3.
Let's go now.
Hand off to the tailback. Nice play fake with the pass, and it's complete. Touchdown, Seattle.
This is a good play by the offense in the red zone. The wide receiver is going to break away right here and come up with a catch and the touchdown.
The point after is good. And a great finish to that drive as they got into the end zone, and the defense is going to have its hands full trying to keep them in check.
They're really executing out there. Seems like just about every call they make works to perfection. If the defense can get them the ball back quickly here, they might be able to put this one away very early.
Haley is back and ready to put this one in the air. Decent kick. We should have a return from the 6. The offense takes over after they were unable to get any points on their last drive. Ball on their own 20.
Start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
What's the hard count?
The Seahawks with a 4-man front. Receives the handoff. Martin is there for the tackle at the 27.
A tough running game will make your passing attack even more effective.
Ball on their own 27.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Let's go, beat this. All right, now. Let's go, beat
46 defense in this time. Gordon sends a man in motion. Pressure coming with the pass. It's a fumble. The Lions are there to pick up the ball. Ball was loose in the backfield, but the offense is able to jump on it first.
Whoa, got lucky that time. That's a real heads-up play.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
Steps up, under pressure, gets rid of it. Pass was incomplete. He felt the pressure and got rid of the ball.
That's what the defense has been talking about. Make this guy throw it before he's ready. It's just that little split second early that can cause an incomplete pass or even an interception.
Number 7 will come in now to punt it away. Harris looks like he's ready for the return. From the 44-yard line.
33-yard punt. Return for a gain of 4 yards.
First and 10.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
The Lions come out in a 4-3. Wick is there for the tackle at the 40-yard line. And he was able to create a lot of space on that run, John.
Well, it started with some good blocking. And when he got through there, he turned upfield, and they weren't in position to tackle him.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Here we go, baby.
Barnes in the backfield. Hand off to the tailback. Mullen is there on the stop at the 39-yard line. He tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
Yeah, he was looking for a hole or a gap, but the defensive line sealed everything up.
So it's 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
We're coming to run. All right, let's go. All on
Barnes, the lone back.
everything you got. Oh, one. Watch the snap now.
Hand it off. Number 94 is there for the tackle at the 35-yard line.
This is a spot where you want to show the defense that they have to respect the running game.
4-yard gain on the play. On 3rd down, they have to get it to the 30 for a first.
Hey, let's go, one deep. Here we come.
The Lions line up in a 4-3. Hand it off to the back, setting up play action. Picked off. It's intercepted. The 10, and they're in. Touchdown. The defense forces the turnover, gets it in for the touchdown. So they'll try to tack on the extra point. The extra point attempt is good.
Now, if the quarterback is still rattled after that play, we'll find out on this first throw. The coach will probably go with something simple to get some of his confidence back. But one thing he can't be worried about is throwing that football. I think he'll come out firing to show us all that he's ready to make a play.
Gordon looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. He got all of that one. From the 1. The defense picked off a pass there last time out and returned it for 6 points.
Seattle will start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Detroit goes with a 4-man front.
We're talking about bring it.
On the call. Runs through the tackle. Wick comes up to make the play. At the 27. Barnes busted through for a few tough yards. Second and 4.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Watch your eyes. Watch your man. Keep moving. Play football. Let's go.
Closing in with the pass. Goes up, makes the catch.
He's just a gifted athlete. He's one of those guys that can make something out of nothing and make more out of those plays that should only go for a little.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
On the 49-yard line.
Let's go. All right, now.
They'll go from the I formation.
All on us, y'all.
Gives the ball off. Fakes the handoff. Looking for the long completion. This one falls incomplete. He tried to float one out there.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Watch each other back. Go low. Go low.
The Lions come out in a dime package. Chandler is there for the tackle at midfield. He tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
That's right. And when the middle of your offensive line is eaten up like that, you got to try and get to the outside. But they wouldn't let him get away.
It's 3rd down and 9 to go.
50-yard line.
I can do it, man. Keep it under me. Here we go.
Throwing. It's batted away. Christensen was the intended receiver on that play. Hayes had the coverage on the play. Number 5 comes into the game for the punt. Wolford lines up deep for the punt return. Fair catch.
It's still early in the game, but you got to think the coach wants his guys to make a statement by scoring some points in this drive.
Inside their own 20.
Start the drive at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10.
With a counter play, Reed is there on the stop at the 11-yard line. Nothing doing that time, John, as the linebacker gets there quickly.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackle. He'll move up and play physically at the line, come on a blitz, and play the run just about as well as anyone on the defense.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
The Seahawks with a 4-man front. They give it to the halfback, Sims, with the stop.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Here's a 3rd and long situation.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
They soft, man. Let's go now.
Gordon back in the shotgun. Hand off to the tailback. The rush gets him from behind. Great effort that time, John. He's clearly one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's been playing for a while now. And let me tell you, he might never be better than he is right now.
Number 7 is ready to punt this one away. Harris sets up, waiting for the punt. From the 42, keeps his feet moving. Harris doesn't have a whole lot of room to work with, getting it to the 32-yard line.
The Seahawks will start the drive at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10.
Hold the look.
Out of the I formation. With the throw, it's batted away. Allen was his intended target. Number 22 was there on the coverage.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Safety right.
Detroit comes out in their nickel package. Pressure with the pass. This one falls incomplete. After 1 quarter of play, the score is 14-7. Seahawks.
The Seahawks. 14. The Lions. 7.
The teams have switched sides and will start the 2nd quarter. So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on 3rd down. The Lions line up in the quarter defense. They're coming with the blitz. Pressure coming. Can't avoid the rush. Great play by the veteran linebacker.
Yeah, he's still a very strong competitor, and he loves the blitzing game.
Very long field goal attempt here, about 54 yards out. He missed that.
Is no good.
So they're ready to go on offense after the missed field goal. They'll start at the 44.
Good shoot. Don't make a play.
Only one man in the backfield. With a counter play, Reed is there for the tackle.
The defense is trying to shut down the running game early to force him to pass. We'll have to see if it works and causes them to give up on it here in the 1st half.
Ball on their own 44.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Under 10. Stay at home.
For the quarterback keeper is the call, and the defense sticks it out perfectly. It's 3rd down, and they have a long way to go.
On the 40-yard line.
Watch underneath. Make him dump it on.
Gordon out of the gun. Under pressure. Fumbled. The Seahawks grab the live ball. Close it up with the sack.
And the thing is, he has to protect the ball when he's back there. He has to bring it down and cover it up with 2 hands when he's about to take a hit.
1st and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
The Lions come out in a 4-3. Looking to run it here. They'll go with a play fake. And he hits his target.
A successful offense is one that can run and throw for good yardage on 1st down.
Picked up 10 yards. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
The Lions line up in a 4-3.
One more, fella. Let's go now.
With the pass, he hits his receiver. Number 23 comes up to make the play. At the 5-yard line, they completed the pass for a 1st down.
And they did it against the cover, too. So the quarterback found a soft spot, and he got it in there.
5 yards away from the end zone.
On the 5-yard line.
Let's go. You gotta have it, D. Come on.
Detroit using 3 linebackers.
All right, let's go. We gonna take it.
Drops back. Closing in. Gets rid of it. It's batted away. He had to unload that pass in a hurry.
Yeah, he felt those guys closing in and gunned the ball out of there.
It's second and goal at the 5.
Let's go, let's go. They ain't got nothing. Run it.
Aimed it off to the back. This one will be spotted at the 1-yard line. He got in there and made the tackle of his 4th of the game. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. It's third and goal at the 1.
Big play, baby.
Can he get there? And they'll score. Touchdown.
I'll tell you, they just knocked that defensive line backwards on that play. Watch it here. The offensive line explodes off the ball. The defense can't get any penetration, and the runner is in the end zone.
The point after is good. Big drive right there, John, and that defense is really struggling now to make plays.
The offense seems to have their number out there. They need to rethink their strategy on defense. Maybe blitz a little more, trying to create some additional pressure. They have to find a way to get this offense out of their rhythm.
Haley comes in to kick off. This one is fielded by Wolford.
Now you start to look around and you figure, who are the go-to guys? The guys who can respond and get this game close again.
Ball on their own 29.
At the 29-yard line. First and 10.
Lewis, the lone back. Gets rid of it. Coles was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
We turn it up. Check it.
Only one man in the backfield. Gaines moves in motion.
Hey, let's go one deep.
With the carry. Play action. Throws it. Nearly intercepted. Wolford was the intended receiver on that play. Clinton with the coverage.
Intended receiver on the play. Third and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Gordon from the shotgun. With the throw. Incomplete as the defender knocks it away. Wolford was his intended target. Clinton had the coverage on the play. So as we get set for the punt, let's take a look at our returners' stats. Nothing happening for the offense there, forced into a 3-and-out. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
Catch made at the 38-yard line. The Seahawks will start the drive at the 38-yard line. First and 10.
From the start.
He'll pass on first down. Gets rid of it. It's batted away.
He put the ball exactly where you want to put it.
On the cover. Second and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D.
They line up in the I formation.
Bring it up, bring it up. Watch your man.
The rush is on. Pressure, throws it, and the catch is made. The 20, the 10, touchdown, Seattle.
When you get this kind of execution, you got a great chance of making a big play. Watch it here as everyone takes care of their assignment. The pass is thrown where the receiver can make the best play in the ball, and it's 6 points.
The point after is good. Another drive leads to another score, and they're really clicking now. This is going to be a very long day for this defense.
They're trying everything out there, but they can't seem to slow these guys down. The offense has a lot of work to do. Maybe it's going to be up to the defense to make some adjustment and find a way to slow this offensive unit down.
Haley in to kick this one off.
Number 84.
Booming kick downfield. From the 2-yard line. The offense couldn't get anything going on their last drive, going 3 and out. Ball on their own 23.
At the 23-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go, baby.
The Seahawks with a 4-man front. Hand off to the tailback. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss.
Loss of 2 on the play. Second and 11. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Get it up. Back in the gun.
The Seahawks come out in a nickel package. Interception. The defender was all over that one. After the interception, they'll set up shop at the 30-yard line. Detroit goes with a 4-man front. Hands it off to the fullback. Number 23 comes up to make the play at the 28-yard line. We've updated our turnover stat, and it looks like this. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Everything you got. Watch the snap down.
The Lions come out in a 4-3. Throws it.
They don't get nothing.
Complete to the wide receiver. This one will be spotted at the 12. That's the 4th stop he's made today. Matt is ideally suited to this offensive system. It's over 3,500 yards passing this year. They're 12 yards away from the end zone.
Yeah, you see me. There we go, baby. Rock and roll. Come on.
The last time they were down here, they scored a touchdown. With a counter play, Young created problems in the backfield on that play. Nowhere to go that time, John.
And that was the case of the defense winning the battle at the point of attack. If your defense can control the line of scrimmage, it makes running the ball to the middle of the formation very difficult.
Second and long.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Barnes, the lone setback. Hands it off to the back. Number 23 comes up to make the play at the 9-yard line. Barnes runs it through the middle, a gain of about 6. third down, and if they can get to the 2-yard line, they'll pick up the first. And we can attribute this lead to their ability to convert on third down. Sends this pass out of play. He didn't want to risk an interception and decides to throw it away. So this field goal try will be from 27 yards out. Leonard kicks it through. Following the field goal, the score is 31-7. Seahawks. Haley will be kicking off. From the 4. The Lions need to rebound quickly as they start this drive at the 29. Ball on their own 29.
First and 10.
Keep the throttle down.
Out of the shotgun. Dropping back to pass on first down. Pressure coming with the throw. Drops the interception. Reed had his hands on it.
I think he was invisible out there. Wasn't even seen. And that's a break for the offense.
Second and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
The Seahawks come out in a 4-3. Butler comes up to make the play at the 30. Lewis appears to have sustained an injury and will make his way to the sideline under his own power.
Third and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Stay deeper than the deepest. There's some swat going.
7 defensive backs in on this one. With the pass, almost picked off. He deflected it just in time to avert the completion. Harris gets set for the return as we take a look at his numbers. Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3-and-out. This one goes out of bounds. Ball on their own 36.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Play hard and fast, baby. Let's go, D.
Detroit goes with a 4-man front.
Right. It's showtime, baby. You gotta have it, D.
Gets the call. Nice play fake. Incomplete pass. He had plenty on that pass, but it was off target.
He has to learn to take a little bit off it sometime. You don't want to try and guide it in there or put it up for grabs, but you also need to give your guy a chance to catch the ball.
Second and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Stay soft, man.
Matt spreads them out. Dropping back. Under pressure with the throw. Ooh, nearly picked off. Jamison was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Receiver on the play. Third and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Come on. One of us will make a play. Let's get some pressure. Careful. It's on. Here comes the road.
Drops back, throwing. It's broken up.
Good defense and 3-and-out series are the way to keep your defense fresh and rested.
Number 5 will come in now to punt it away. Wolford into return. And he chooses not to return this one.
Fair catch made at the 19-yard line. First and 10.
Word from the sideline now about the injury. Apparently he did not hurt his hand that badly. And we're being told we may see him back in the game with a splint on. He's going to run it. Walker is there on the stop at the 33-yard line.
Here's what happened. You get a guy who can move around back there. The defense gets busy covering everyone, and they forget about the quarterback. And he gets past that marker and picks up a first down.
Stepping up with the pass. Almost intercepted. Good timing, getting in between the ball and the receiver to save what would have been a big gain. Lewis is back in there after getting taken out with an injury earlier. The Seahawks line up in a 4-3. Nice play fake. He'll keep it. Rennick comes up to make the play. He was looking for some room on the ground, but the defense was right there.
Running with the quarterback can be very effective if the defense isn't expecting it. But they were in good position, and they got to him very quickly on that play.
2-minute warning coming up.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on third down so far. Detroit fails once again to get the first down, and that's 7 times.
Yeah, and that's huge for the defense to keep stepping up on third down like that. They're a solid group of guys who make key stops.
Number 7 comes into the game for the punt. Harris is the deep return man. From the 26-yard line.
37-yard punt. Return for a gain of 1 yard.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
First and 10.
Hey, watch the screen. We gotta believe it. It's RJ.
The Lions come out in a nickel package.
There we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Uses the pump. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver.
I like the quick decision by the quarterback. The defense didn't have time to react.
9-yard gain.
The defense can't afford to take too many gambles by going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
We're talking about brilliant. All day.
Out of the shotgun.
Play hard and fast, baby. No stop that motor. Here I go. Rush in. Do something.
Stepping up, going deep. He made the catch. Wick pulls him down at the 32-yard line. And so a risky call to send the corner backfires, and they give up a first down.
Some quarterbacks love blitzing corners because they know that there's one less cover man out there, and they have a lot better shot at hitting someone in stride.
Not today. Here we go.
Detroit lines up in a 4-3. Look at that power. Peterson is there on the stop.
You can't have a good running attack without blocking, but blocking alone won't get you what you need. You got to have a back who can find the holes when they're there.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Be careful.
Full back handoff. Number 94 comes up to make the play at the 18-yard line. Good pickup on the ground as they convert for the first.
Here's the thing. They were looking run and brought the blitz, but the back just used his vision and elusiveness to avoid him and get past the mark.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
They kicked the field goal the last time they were in the red zone. Mullen is there for the tackle at the 14. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. Seattle calls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. Just about a minute left.
Ball on the 14-yard line.
Let's go. Watch your eyes. Let's go.
The Lions with a 4-man front. To carry it, they'll go with a play fake. Throwing. Complete to the fullback. Runs him over. This one will be spotted at the 2-yard line. That's a half dozen tackles now. The Seahawks are having success on 1st and 2nd down on this drive and haven't faced a 3rd down situation yet. 2 yards to go for the touchdown.
Ball on the 2-yard line.
Watch out. They soft, man.
Gets away the off-balance throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. The veteran tight end hauls it in for 6.
He does a great job here of avoiding the jam at the line of scrimmage and giving his quarterback a window in the end zone.
Haley comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. And they add another touchdown to their already large lead. Completely dominant, John.
They've got some breathing room. The tendency would be for the offense to play more conservatively. But as we've seen in the past, that doesn't always work. And sometimes it lets the other team right back in the game.
Seattle is lined up for the kickoff. Number 84, back to return.
From the 2. It's loose. The Seahawks grab the live ball. Trying to get something started, he ends up turning it over on the kickoff.
Yeah, and the thing is, they've got their wedge busters down there, and everyone else is flying down the field trying to make a play. And somebody ends up putting a big hit on that return man.
So it's 1st and 10 following the fumble. Detroit using 3 linebackers.
It's showtime, baby.
Tucks it away. Chandler is there on the stop at the 30-yard line. Came with a run blitz and bottled him up.
You'll see him do that kind of thing a lot. As a quarterback, you want to make your pre-snap read. If you see him walking guys up to the line, you should audible to some kind of slant or quick out to take advantage.
Danny, you can't stop me.
The Lions with a 4-man front. Wright comes up to make the play at the 29. Tried to find something in the middle. Nothing open.
I tell you, the guys up front got outworked on that one. They got knocked off the line and they never recovered.
They have to get it now to at least the 19-yard line.
Watch each other back.
The Seahawks come out in the bunch formation. Throws it. Complete to the wide receiver. The defender brings him down at the 17. It's 3 tackles so far for him today. The attempt is good.
Not every drive is going to get you a touchdown, so getting 3 was big. Now they got to go over what worked and what didn't, so the next drive will get them a TD.
Haley comes in to kick off. Squib kick short. From the 24. And this should be the last play of the half.
On the 37-yard line.
Safety right.
The Seahawks come out in a 4-3. Pass play here on first down. Closing in.
It's almost like they knew what the snap count was going to be on that one. When he sees a rush coming, he has to know who his hot read is and get the ball to him more quickly.
It's the end of the second quarter with the score, Seattle 41, Detroit 7. As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kickoff. Halftime is over. Now we're all set for the second half kickoff.
Number 84.
From the 2-yard line. Wolford is able to get it to the 26.
The Lions will start the drive at the 26-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go, boys. Come on.
Only one man in the backfield. Gets the pass off. Incomplete. The defense was coming after him on that play.
He knew he didn't have much time, and he decided to get rid of the ball quickly on that one.
Gordon has had some trouble moving the ball through the air so far. So let's turn to the chart for the story.
They don't get nothing. Deuces.
The Seahawks line up in a 4-3.
They soft, man. Here we come.
Great job getting in there to drag the quarterback down. And he picks up the sack.
And he'll make 2 or 3 plays like that in just about every game.
Third and 15. Ball on the 21-yard line.
I think this defense looks forward to these third down situations because they've been stopping them today.
Dropping back, launches this one to the right. Nearly intercepted. He was in the right place at the right time, and that saved them from giving up a lot of yardage. Number 7 is ready to punt this one away. Harris is back to receive this kick. From the 40. Harris manages almost nothing on the return, going down at the 40.
The Seahawks will start the drive at the 40-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Nickelback in this time.
Hey, watch the screen. Get it started.
Little misdirection. Chandler comes up to make the play at the 46-yard line. Barnes hits the call on the counter. Good pickup, maybe 7.
On the play.
Second and 4.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
The Lions come out in a 4-3. Fires this one deep. He's there for the catch. The 10. Touchdown, Seattle.
The receiver ran a perfect route, and he turned around just in time to see the ball and make the catch.
Haley comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. Good drive to start the third quarter, John.
The coaching staff made some good adjustments in the locker room. They came out moving the ball well. Now the defense has to make their adjustments to keep these guys in check.
Seattle is lined up for the kickoff. Number 84, back to return.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. This one is taken by Wolford. So the offense takes over. The last time they had the ball, they had a very tough time getting anything going. Ball on their own 20.
Will start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Lewis, the lone back. He hands it off. Gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. This defense, John, knows how to create a lot of pressure.
Putting pressure on the quarterback can disrupt passing, but pressuring the receivers can do the same thing. If you can play physically on the outside, bump them off their routes, hold them up at the line, you can take away his receiving options, forcing him to just get rid of it.
The Seahawks come out in a nickel package. They're blitzing. Pressure. Throwing. Drops the interception. Wolford was the intended receiver on that play. Clinton was there on the cover.
Third and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks come out in a nickel package. Gets the pass off. Almost picked off. 2 tipped passes in a row.
The intended receiver on the play.
Nothing happening on that drive, and they'll punt it away. And he signals for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 41-yard line.
First and 10.
At the 41-yard line. First and 10.
They've been solid running the ball on first down, John.
Yeah, when you gain 5 yards or more, it sets you up in good second and third situations.
Stiff arm keeps him at third. Peterson is there for the tackle at the 46. And that gain will get them a fresh set of downs.
It was a great run. He saw his blockers create some room for him, and he accelerated right through the hole.
First and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
The Lions with a 4-man front. Sheds the tackle. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. They wanted to pound it through the middle, but they got pounded for a loss.
I'll tell you, that was a perfect time for these guys to call a blitz. They got in there, filled the gaps, and brought down the back for a loss.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go. Hey, let's go.
Detroit comes out in a 4-3. Jamison moves in motion. It's the toss to the left. Peterson breaks the play up in the backfield.
This defense has some good speed. So when you try something to the outside and you fail to get those outside guys blocked, well, you're in trouble.
Third down play here. They have to get it to the 36.
Let's go, D. Not today. Yeah, you see.
The Lions come out in a nickel package. Gets rid of it. Tip ball. And he got it. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
On third and long, the defense is playing pass all the way. They just can't come up with a stop. Watch it here. The quarterback looks and fires one, and the defense is left to wonder how they let him off the hook.
Play football. Go, one.
With the counter play. He's on the run. The 10. Wick is there on the stop. At the 8. The veteran with a good game.
He's taken his share of licks over the years. That hasn't stopped him from busting off long gainers like that every now and then.
And now they're 8 yards away from finishing this drive with a touchdown. The last time they were down here, they settled for a field goal. They give it to the halfback. Number 94 comes up to make the play at the 3-yard line.
These guys that can shrug off tackles are great to have in your backfield. Some of these guys are big and they just run over the defender. While other guys wait until the defender commits, and they use a move or a juke or a spin to get out of a tackle.
Let's go, boys.
They line up in the I formation.
Play hard and fast, baby.
Law is there on the stop. They went backward on that one.
And that's a very good call by the defensive coordinator. He had a good idea of what was coming, and he called the perfect play to stop it.
6 yards away from a touchdown.
On the 6-yard line.
It's showtime, baby.
They've done very well on 3rd down to this point. Hand off to the tailback. Play action to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. The veteran safety is there for the interception.
You know, there are 3 types of safety. Ones who play to run well, ones who play to pass well, and ones that do both well. These are both kind of players.
The offense gets ready to go following the interception.
There we go.
The Seahawks with a 4-man front.
Let's go. Be physical.
He hands it off. Fakes the handoff. Throws it. Ooh, nearly picked off. Wolford was his intended target.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Blue down, blue
From the gun.
Watch the flank. Here we go.
Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. He threw it a little too soon and it missed the mark. The pass rush almost got to him.
I don't think he ever had a chance to set his feet. I'll tell you one thing. This defensive coach sure has his defensive linemen pumped up.
And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
Here we go.
Drops back. Under pressure with the pass. Interception. The 30. It's back-to-back turnovers. One team, then the other. After the defense gets the takeaway, they're now set to go at the 26. The Lions come out in a 4-3. They give it to the halfback. Mullen is there on the stop at the 21-yard line.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry. But there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the open.
4-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, you see me. Hey, watch the screen.
The Lions line up in a 4-3. On the call. Chandler is there for the tackle at the 11-yard line. Great run there. That'll be a 1st down.
He really ran well there. He gets some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the 1st down.
They're 11 yards away from the end zone. They threw a pick the last time they had the ball inside the 20. Pass play to the right. Kent is there on the stop at the 4-yard line. Barnes had some room to work with on the outside, gains 6 yards. Just 4 yards from the goal line now.
Here we go. You gotta believe it. It's RJ. Blue down, blue down.
Hand it off. Long comes up to make the play at the 6. And below you can see how these two teams have done in the turnover battle. So it's 3rd down, and they can actually get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. Only one man back.
Come on.
Gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. There's a shot at the end zone. Doesn't work. 4th down now. Not much more than an extra point here. He contributes his 3rd field goal to cap the drive.
The key to winning is having your drives get some sort of points for your team. They got it done on that drive. I'm sure they're thinking touchdown for their next one.
Seattle is lined up for the kickoff. Number 84.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 1. Dives. Touchdown.
And what you're going to see here is a good example of how you can set up blocking on kick return. Watch how they create a crease for him. He sees his lane, makes some moves, and then he's gone.
The extra point attempt is good. And that special teams touchdown will clearly provide a spark.
Yeah, when you get that kind of play in a game, no matter what the situation is, you start to feel like you can accomplish anything.
Gord looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. From the 2-yard line. They're ready to go again after that last drive ended with a field goal. Ball on their own 28.
Start the drive at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
From the start.
Barnes is the deep back. Matt sends a man in motion.
Keep the throttle down.
Receives the handoff. Number 23 is there on the stop. At the 36, Barnes has just gone over the century mark. Second down, 2 to go.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Hey, watch that screen. Everything you got.
Closing in, throws it, and he hits his target. He's done a great job moving the ball through the air in this one. Seems like every pass attempt results in a big game, and that's why he's over 350.
1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Hey, score. Hey,
The Lions come out in a 4-3. With a counterplay. Wick is there on the stop at the 49.
He's done a pretty good job running the ball today, establishing a running game that can move the ball on the ground, forces the defense to bring some additional guys up to the line. And that's what opens things up for your passing game.
Second and short.
49-yard line.
come on.
Detroit goes with a 4-man front. Matt sends a man in motion. Looking upfield. Mullen comes up to make the play at the 46-yard line. Excellent run for a 1st down.
They brought some extra heat with a blitz, but he was able to find some room and pick up the 1st.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
No more, fellas. Hey, let's go one deep. Let's
The Lions line up in a 4-3. A little misdirection. Wright is there for the tackle at the 40. Number 34 gets the handoff on the misdirection play and picks up 6 yards. Second and 4.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
The Lions come out in a nickel package. Gets the pass off, and he makes the grab. Mullen is there on the stop. So they're able to pick up another first down.
This offense is clicking. They're making the right calls at the right time.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
The backs are lined up in an I. Gets the call. Play action. Gets rid of it. Almost intercepted. Number 22 with the coverage.
Jamison, the intended receiver on the play.
Eighth play of this drive.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Only one man back. Hand it off to the back. Can't bring him down. This one will be spotted at the 29-yard line. He wraps up the ball carrier. His tackle total is now 4. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 23 to convert. The Lions come out in a nickel package. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Seahawks ahead of the Lions 51-14. And we'll start the fourth quarter. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 23 to convert.
Here we go. Let's go. Check it.
Mack out of the gun. Drops back. Pressure. Throwing. Incomplete. And good pressure forced him to get rid of the pass early.
Any way you look at it, an incomplete pass is a heck of a lot better than throwing it to the other guy.
Will come in looking to try the field goal. The kick is good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
He got all of that one. From the 4.
This is one of those situations where they're playing for respect. The game really hasn't gone the way they thought it would, but they have a lot of pride in their team. And I'd expect to see them keep fighting till that final whistle.
First and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Stay at home. Let's ride, man. Here we go, baby.
George, the man in motion.
Come on.
He'll pass on first down. Gets the pass off. Plenty of pressure, and he barely gets the pass away.
This defensive coordinator understands that pressure is the key to forcing the offense into making mistakes. If his players keep playing like this, he might be up for a head coaching job pretty soon.
Second and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Yeah, it's on. What's the hard count?
Gives the ball off. Pressure coming. He goes down.
He just ran out of time. He's got to do a better job of feeling the rush. You always want to keep your eyes downfield, but you have to know or feel when that rush is getting to you. You have to have a time clock in your head so you can get the pass off just a beat earlier.
Play hard and fast, baby.
Gordon scans the defense from the gun. With the throw, nearly intercepted.
The defense dug in their cleats and held their ground on that series down.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. From the 47-yard line.
46-yard line. Return for a gain of 3 yards.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
We're talking about bringing. Stay at home. Let's go now. All day, baby. Come on. Tackle.
Pass play here on first down. Throwing. And the catch is made. When you give him time, we'll find a receiver.
Yeah, and with this guy, he doesn't throw it behind them. He doesn't throw it over their head. He throws it where they're going.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
What screen?
The Lions come out in a 4-3.
Let's go one deep.
Hand off to the tailback. This one will be spotted at the 26-yard line. He was right there once again and recorded his 8th tackle. Second and 3 coming up here.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Watch the play. Clear. Clear.
Detroit stays in its base defense even though the offense comes out with 5 receivers. With the throw. And it's caught. Long. Records the stop at the 21. That little dump off will move the chains.
I'll tell you, this guy is known as one of the most accurate quarterbacks around. And part of that is because he makes a lot of passes like these. They're almost like long handoffs.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Defense, get ready. Watch your eyes. Get it out.
The Lions line up in a 4-3. This one will be spotted at the 19-yard line. So that tackle now gives him 4. Barnes battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. They're threatening inside the 20.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Stay soft, man. Let's go.
Detroit lines up in a 4-3.
So we gonna take it. Here we go, baby. Watch the man.
Receives the handoff. Peterson is there on the stop at the 14-yard line. He's showing no signs of fatigue as he bulldozes for 125 yards. Getting into the 11-yard line would net them a first down.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
The Lions come out in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. This one will be spotted at the 9-yard line. Solid game. Picks up another tackle. Pickup of about 5 that produces a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and the offensive line did a pretty good job picking up the blitz, giving him the extra time he needed to find the hole.
It's first and goal at the 9.
Let's go.
Out of the I formation.
And let's go one deep. Turn it up.
Hands it off. Touchdown, Seahawks.
They had everything working on that play. The line did a good job up front. The back picked the right hole, and the defense wasn't there to make the tackle.
Bailey comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. The Seahawks continue to increase their lead.
Seattle is lined up for the kickoff. Number 84.
Decent kick. We should have a return from the 5.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one, but it's an issue of pride. They want to prove that they're better than they've played so far.
First and 10.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Stay both now. No more, fellas. Come on.
The Seahawks come out in a 4-3. Hand it off to the back. Lewis takes it up the middle for a yard or 2.
1 yard.
So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Second and 8 coming up
Ball
here.
on the 24-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. Under pressure.
I think I'd run out of things to say about this guy, and that's not easy to do.
On the play.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete.
I'll tell you, the defense made a great stand right there.
Good defensive stand there. Now they'll punt it away after a 3 and out. They'll spot this one where it went out. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Don't stop that motor.
They line up in the I formation. They go with a draw. They're going to spot this one at the 46. He's put on a tackling clinic so far. He now has 8 in the game. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Keep it up. Wham.
Split backs this time. Fires this one deep. It's caught. Chandler is there on the stop at the 11. The defense not showing any signs of being able to stop him. He's now passed for over 400 yards.
First
11 yards to the end zone.
11-yard line.
They soft, man.
Detroit comes out in their nickel package.
All day, baby. Come on. Come on.
A little misdirection. Wright comes up to make the play at the 6-yard line. So after that run, we can see how the 2 main threats on the ground have fared so far. Six yards away from a touchdown.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
Nothing. They don't get nothing. Defense, get ready.
Allen, the man in motion.
Let's go. Here we go. Get it started. Let's go now.
Hand it off. Wright is there for the tackle.
Watch this. When you talk about not giving up on a play, having a motor that's always running, this is it right here. He gets a good shot at him and misses, but he comes back and he still ends up making the tackle.
Come on now, let's finish this. Let's go. You know, we're gonna stop the run.
Mack with a man in motion.
This is it. Let's go. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Looking upfield. Kent is there on the stop at the 1-yard line. They only needed a yard or so to convert, and that's just what he got. It's first and goal at the 1.
Here we go, baby. Deuce it, deuce it. You gotta have it, D.
Number 34 lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
Let's turn it up, D.
A little misdirection. Strong move. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. Good play by the linebacker to get into the backfield and stop the play for no gain.
I'll tell you, that comes from watching a lot of film and knowing the tendencies of the opponent. That was a heck of a play.
It's second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Not today. Let's go, baby. Everything you got.
With a counter play. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss.
That was a lack of execution from the offense. When the plan is to take it to the outside around the corner, you need to pick up some key blocks.
2 yards to go for the touchdown.
Go make a play.
They've executed very well on third down so far, and that's a big reason why they're ahead at the moment. Loose ball. The Lions pick up the fumble. They make a mistake and end up losing the football. Two-minute warning coming up. So what we're looking for here is whether one of his knees hit the ground before the ball came out.
And sometimes it's hard for the official because there can be a whole bunch of bodies around the ball carrier, and he can't get a good enough view to overturn it.
No fumble occurred.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
Hey, if you can get a call like that changed, then it's worth the risk of losing a timeout.
Through the uprights and good. The Seahawks pour it on with another score. Wolford. He's back for the kickoff as we take a quick glance at his return numbers. Haley in to kick this one off.
Number 84.
It's on its way. From the 6-yard line. Wolford takes this one back to the 21.
Number 84 on the return.
Ball on their own 21.
Start the drive at the 21-yard line. First and 10.
Gordon starts out of the shotgun. He'll pass on the first down. Gets the pass off. Pass ball's incomplete. He can't complete that short pass, and it's second down.
Second and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Will. Get some slack going. Let's go, D. Let's go.
The Seahawks with a 4-man front.
From the start.
Stepping up, closing in, throwing. Drops the interception. Wall had his hands up.
He's a pretty good cover linebacker. He can run with most guys, and he gets good position. Then he reads the pass, and he makes his move. But he'll drop a few like that one.
Third and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Nothing over your head. Let's go.
The Seahawks come out in a dime package. Fakes the handoff. Pressure with the pass. Almost picked off. And they have to go to the air because they need big plays fast.
That's right. You got to have composure in these situations. Find your receivers who can pick up yardage after the catch. But most importantly, you have to keep the chains moving.
Number 7 will come in now to punt it away. Harris back to return. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 37-yard line. The Seahawks will start the drive at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Under 10.
Barnes, the deep man.
Take it. Let's go. Hey, let's
A
go.
little misdirection. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Great read by the defensive line there, John. They knew exactly what was coming.
And knowing what they like to do out there comes from lots of film study and preparation. When you know what a team likes to call in certain situations, 3rd and long, 2nd and short, it really gives you an edge on defense.
Back it up, baby. Get it up. Set. Box left. There we go. Hey. Watch your man. Let us dictate. Everything you got. Keep the throttle down. Hey, watch the screens. No more, fellas. We like to cut the rules.
On the delay. Mullen is there for the tackle at the 43. Barnes kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. Third and 5 coming up.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Hey, watch that screen. Nothing. They don't get nothing. Will. Be careful. Hold the look. They ain't got nothing. Let's go. Good shoot. All day, baby. Come on. Let's go. Here we go. Rush in. Let's do our thing. Go make a play. Yeah, you see.
Give it to the halfback. Kent comes up to make the play at the 45. That 3rd down run, not enough to keep the drive alive, so the punting team coming in.
There's nothing wrong with trying to grind it out in the 4th quarter when you're playing with a lead.
Number 5 comes into the game for the punt. Wolford sets up to run back the punt. Not much of a contest. One team pouring it on for a big margin of victory.
64, Detroit, 14.
This game is presented by the authority of the National Football League and EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the expressed written permission of EA Sports is prohibited. This is Al Michaels. Good night.